Hey there guys, what's going on? My name is Mark and welcome back to our FIFA 19 Peterborough United Road to Glory career mode. Quite a large episode today. We're going to kick off with a Carabao Cup game against Tottenham Hotspur. We're probably going to do all of October, finish it with maybe Nottingham Forest just to see if Jason Cummins is getting a game. Because if he is, we're going to prove to him that we are the best club and that he should have never left. I know he was on loan, but still, make a scene. But before then, I've played some games. I've played Huddersfield, Brentford and Reading in my spare time, and here are the highlights of those. Okay, so the first game of these highlights, we were away at Huddersfield. Huddersfield knock it around nicely. Pritchard gives it a Mooney. Mooney lays it off to Nathan Redmond, who hits it first time into the bottom left corner. Just a good build-up play goal there, nothing that we can really do. This pass by Mooney was just killer, and Redmond, once he gets it there, he's not going to miss. Good finish from him. So now we're looking to respond. Maddison nips in front of his man, lays it off to Barrow. Barrow does get the pass away through to Marcus Maddison, who is away on goal. Keeper comes out, Maddison dinks it over him, and it trickles over the line. How about this from defence to attack? 3 touches, Howard, Musa Barrow, Tony over the top to Maddison. It's just fantastic football. Maddison breaks down the wing, puts across towards the edge of the box for Andrew Gomez, who gets his head on it, but it's just wide of the post. Either team still looking for a goal that might get the winner. Gomez to Barrow, Barrow to Tony, and now we're through. Louis Reed backs off the run there, good play from him. Tony squares it, the chance might have gone, but Louis Reed squeezes in at the near post. I definitely thought the chance had gone when that ball went in front of Louis Reed, but thankfully he gets there and puts it home. Free kick to Huddersfield now, Alex Pritchard steps up to take it, and what can I do about that? It's sensational. Actually, now that I'm looking back at this, Tim Howard does get a hand to this. Watch this. Should he be doing better? No, let me know. I can't figure it out. Huddersfield looking for a late winner with probably the last kick of the game. Pritchard, first hand ball in the middle. Mooney on the volley. Tim Howard gets there, but that Huddersfield man there can't get on the end of it. We clear, and the ref blows a whistle for full time. Good performance from us. A 2-2 draw we'll take as we move on to the next game away at Brentford. Just 2 minutes on the clock, and it's just a typical goal for us to concede. We deal with it, we just give him it straight back, and Morpie pops it in the top corner. The amount of times we've done this in this series is unreal. I don't know what I was doing. I'd like to pass out play, and it costs me more than it aids me, so I should stop doing that. But it's a lovely finish from Morpie, to be fair. I do it again, I just pass the ball straight to them. This time Christian holds it well. Just before half time now, Dembele sets Dodo away down the right hand side, takes a heavy touch, cuts inside of his man, lays it off to Cedric Hendricks, who gets ahead, shoots at the near post, but it's saved by Bentley. They look for the equaliser now. Hendricks with a gorgeous ball over the top to Ivan Toney. He does manage to get on the end of it, and with a strike of his quality, you expect him to be doing better with that. Dodo and Cedric Hendricks now playing a 1-2 that leaves Dodo in a lovely crossing position. Takes a touch, puts a low ball in. Maddison's there to poke home. We're coming forward again now. Louis Reed plays it to Cedric Hendricks. I want the pass to go now, but he takes an extra touch, and by the time it makes its way to Maddison, he's found himself offside. And that's how that one finished. 1-1. Most of the time I was just passing it straight to them, and that's where most of their chances came from. 2 draws out of 2 games in these highlights packages, but let's try and rectify that as we move on to the next game against Reading. Gomez picks up the ball in the middle, space opens up, and he's going to run into that all day long. Takes it to the byline, lovely heel flick into the path of Godden, and he's not missing from there, is he? Let's just watch this assist from Gomez again. Just a lovely little heel flick right on the 6-yard line, and Godden gobbles it up. Reading coming forward now, that man and McCleary playing a 1-2. McCleary again, thunderous shot, Tafazoli blocks, and it goes wide. Matty Godden now, lovely little footwork to get around his man into the box, surely bundled over, but the refs having none of it. Swift now for Reading with a swift turn away from his man, lays it off to Barrow, no, not that one, and that's a fantastic save by Fruchtel and the post to keep that out. We'll look for one more goal to really take the pressure off as Gomez now running forward, space opens up again, shoots from the edge of the box, blocked. O'Hara picks it up, fakes it round his man, still got it, turns, crosses into Godden, blocked. Gomez touch, shoot, surely. How has that stayed out? Lovely ball down the wing to leave Hendricks in a beautiful crossing position. Makes his way, keeps going, dinks one into the middle for Gomez. Looping header, and it nestles into the bottom left corner. I just love this header. It's just a beautiful little cushioned header. Keeper's lobbed, no chance. Beautiful goal by Angel Gomez. Gomez sends one forward for Matty Godden. We all know what I'm going to try and do. Godden goes for it, boom, and I maybe shouldn't do that again. And that's how that one ended. A very comfortable win for us against Reading. It could have and should have been about 3 or 4. But I'll take the 2-0 win with a smile on my face, and that is the end of these highlights. So not the best. 2 draws and a win against Reading. Huddersfield you'd expect because you know, newly relegated side. They were the better side in that game. They did deserve to win. Brentford, they were all over us as well, and then Reading just rolled over. But probably the biggest test of the season is coming up now. Tottenham Hotspur. We are away, so we are going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, let's not mess about. Let's get into the game. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs... Yeah, it's just called Tottenham Hotspur. So look at the state of that name. I'm hoping that they took us lightly, because I don't know who that 40 is, but he's the captain. They haven't got Lloris in goal. Vertonghen and Sanchez are both there, so they're... play to watch. Del Ali. So he's in. They haven't got Christian Eriksen. I've just realised, I don't know whether I put this in a video or whether I would have mentioned it, but he's left. He's gone to Barcelona. So he's their lineup. Gazaniga, Hazard, Sanchez, Foyth. Oh, I thought I saw... Yeah, I did see Vertonghen. Why was he in the lineup if he's on the bench? What the fuck's that? Skip Amos. Luke Amos is their captain. Right, they've gone with quite a weakened side. Only really 2 first-team players in there. Those fans have just glitched through each other. And there's what we're going with. Mark Tyler, I've gone with him, why not? Dodo, Jack Elliott, Tafazoli, Loyola, Reed, Woodyard, Maddison, Tony Hendricks and Moussa Barrow up top. He's enjoyed this competition as Moussa Barrow, so let's see if he can make it 3 goals in 3 games in this competition. And if not, we'll just go through to penalties, or if not, we'll get our ass handed to us on a plate. Let's do it! Sit down, Lamella. Did you see that tackle? Wow. Go on, there's space there, there's space there. Tony through to Moussa Barrow. It's going to be a good ball to find Hendricks. Oh, he's found him! Oh, he's at the post! Oh, wow. What a start. Dele Alli. He's on the right side of the defender. What? How has he got in front of you? How has he managed to get in front? That's pathetic. What can I do about that? Look at me. I'm at the front post. I'm there. I'm there. How? That's pathetic. That's just pathetic defending. Got it all to do after the best start, hitting the post. We're behind, aren't we? Moussa Barrow waiting for the run of Tony. There you go. He's off, isn't he? Oh, fuck you! Big second half needed, boys. Nothing's really happened apart from the goal. Well, after the goal, nothing's happened. You know, it's just been a fucking really shit half. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just bring on Harry Kane. Harry Kane, the fucking mong. Fucking dorsey prick. Go on, Lewis. Bang it! Oh, he's got it! Oh, wait! That is out of absolutely nowhere. Lewis Reed continuing his fine form this season. He's been popping goals in from the centre of the midfield. The centre of the midfield? Okay. Ball just drops nicely to him. It's good play. Just one touch there. He's got no space around it. Oh, that's a lovely finish. The curl on that ball, it just swerves away. Oh, that swerves out of the reach of the keeper. In it goes. And we are level. How bad is it that I'm more confident of going to penalties? Like, I'd take penalties right now because it's Mark Tyler and for some reason he just saves everything. And I'm quite nervous in case people think, oh, he's cheating somehow. But I'm genuinely not. I've just got a good technique of saving penalties. I kind of know where they're going. And especially with Mark Tyler, my confidence is at an all-time high when I've got Mark Tyler in net. So I just feel like I'm going to save everything with Mark Tyler. The man's just a machine. Might not need penalties. So if this goes in! Oh, what a ball that was by Ivan Toney. That was... Oh. Have they brought on Son as well? Oh my god, they've lost the ball in the middle. Toney. Moussa Barrow! It's in! Moussa Barrow! Oh my word. It happened. They've just given the ball away. Look, that really sloppy play. Ivan Toney, lovely ball in the middle. I thought the chance was gone. He puts it through Gazaniga's legs. And if they give that as an own goal, they can't give that as an own goal. They just can't. I mean, Gazaniga there, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Good dribbling to take it into your own net. I hope they give that to Moussa Barrow. They can't give that as an own goal. They haven't given that as an own goal. 3 games, 3 goals in the Carabao Cup. And we're ahead. Oh, plot that on defensive jokes. I mean ultra defensive. They were 1-0 up. And then as soon as they brought Harry Kane on the... Did you see that? As soon as they brought Harry Kane on the pitch, they've conceded 2. So I know who to blame. just a really slow first half for us, but this second half, we have been the better side. There's a man at the back there, if you can find him. Maddison! Oh, it's wide. Come on, boys. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to hold on. Get a big win. A win that I didn't think was coming when they went 1-0 up, but I'll fucking take it. Yeah, that's it. They can just pass it around if they want. That's it. You just keep passing it around. You just keep passing it around. Get him. Kill him. I don't care. Musa Barrow putting the pressure on the defenders. Maddison ball in. Oh, I was going for a bicycle kick there. Blow your whistle. We're through. Oh, yes. The Carabao Cup is just our competition, innit? We just love a good shock. Tottenham defeated Newcastle last season. Who else did we beat last season? Burnley, was it? I think we beat... Yeah, we smashed Burnley 5-0, wasn't it? But that man, Musa Barrow, 3 goals in 3 games in the Carabao Cup competition. We've found another one. Mark Tyler, this was his competition last season. It still is his competition, but he's got a bit of company now, because this is now Musa Barrow's competition, and we are through to the next round. Let's see who we get. I want another big boy. Right then, so after that massive win against Tottenham, I assume the next round would have been drawn. So if we go to round, it has. If we got to round 4, we've got... We'll be on the next page. Oh, Derby County. So a championship side, I do believe, unless they got promoted. I don't think they got promoted. I think... Are they in the championship? They're 17th in the Premier League. Only won 1 game in the league this season. So they can't be in a good run of form. Frank Lampard has flopped, hasn't he? Well, he hasn't flopped because he got promoted. So I think I might do that in my spare time, because what we're going to do now is I'm going to do highlights of Walsall, Blackburn Rovers, Birmingham City, and QPR, and I'll come back for Nottingham Forest just because I want to see if Jason Cummins is getting game time at Nottingham Forest, and if he is, I'm going to embarrass him. So yeah, I'm going to play those matches in my spare time, but for you, here are the highlights of them. So starting off with worst attack versus best defence, we were away at Walsall. Musa Barrow lays it through to Cedric Hendricks, and he's going to do it all himself. Cuts inside 1, cuts inside 2, hits 1, deflection off the post, and that run just deserved a goal. Coming forward again now, Tony off to Woodgid. Woodgid lays it through to Barrow, 1-on-1, opens his body up, aims for the far corner, but it's a good save. Good play on the wing, Hendricks back heel, Barrow back heel, Dodo crosses in, Maddison bullet header into the top right corner. Just the way he hits this ball, he just headbutts the thing. Beautiful header, keeper's got no chance. Louis Reed now lays it off to Cedric Hendricks on the wing. Crosses in for Barrow. Barrow has to stop his run a bit. Lovely volley though, right into the net. A moment of absolute madness though. A ball in should be dealt with. A poor punch by Tyler, not the best from him. Walsall passing it around for a bit. They're trying to find a way through, and they eventually did. He hits a shot. It's blocked into the path of Gordon, who redirects it goalwards. Would we throw it away? Surely we can't throw it away. Well, yes we can. No one's marking him at all. He's got a ton of space on that penalty spot. He gets up and plants his header into the left hand side of the net. So we've got to find another goal now. Barrow touch around his man, shoot from distance, but Roberts gets down quickly and tips it round for a corner. Good pass by Hall to leave Barrow 1-on-1 pretty much. Good shot, but that's a fantastic save by Roberts. And that's how the game finished. Now I'm not going to say that we deserved to win that one, but we definitely did deserve to win that one. Let's put that shit show behind us though as we move on to Blackburn Rovers. Maddison now has the ball on the left. Lovely infield pass. Tony with a fantastic dummy. Louis Reed's behind him. He takes a touch and smashes one into the right hand side of the net. Let's just appreciate that dummy by Ivan Toney to allow Louis Reed to get him behind him and plop that home. What a fantastic dummy by Ivan Toney that was. Bit of a mix up at the back for us as there usually is. Dak tried to play a ball forward. Elliott intercepts but it drops, but that's a good save by Christian to tip it away. Christian's at it again. A lovely bit of passing by Blackburn, and that's a fantastic save from point blank range by Christian. Hall plays it through to Ivan Toney. They let him cut inside. He curls one from the edge of the box straight into the top right corner. He's absolutely world class. That's a lovely finish. Keeper's got no chance. Put any keeper in the world in there, he's not getting that. What a fantastic goal by Ivan Toney. Blackburn coming forward again now. Samuel into Armstrong. He does well to skip past Tafazoli. Makes his way through. Hits one low, but Christian again making a good save, and we eventually clear. Looking for a late third maybe. Toney through to Barrow. Barrow waits for Toney to make the run, and away he goes. Toney few touches, takes one away from goal, hits it back across, and gets his second of the game. Great win for us. That Blackburn just never showed up, really. All over them from start to finish as we move over to the West Midlands as we take on Birmingham City. Fantastic counter-attack. We have the ball in the defensive third, but we make our way through with some fantastic passing. Louis Reed, that's probably the best one to Angel Gomez. Gomez waits for the run of Tony. He gets it now. Tony takes a touch, and he's not missing from there, is he? Birmingham with a bit of a pot shot from the edge of the box, but it does bounce off the bar, and eventually, with the second shot, he scuffs it, and Christian can collect. Woodgie does well to nip in front of his man. Gomez, first touch on his man, second touch. I've got to shoot, and yeah, that one's on the moon. From a throw-in, we somehow turn this into a goal-scoring opportunity. Hall to Woodgie, Woodgie to Gomez, Gomez back to Woodgie, Woodgie to his midfield counterpart, and Louis Reed, who hits one first time into the bottom left corner. Just a shame about the celebration, though. It's fantastic passing in the middle. Just look at that. Woodgie through to Lewis Reed, who hits one first time. It's just, oh, what a goal. Christian now has the ball. It's a very poor throw, and Birmingham can intercept. Makes its way forward to Djukovic. Lovely touch around his man. Shoots from distance, but Christian saves. Gomez and Tony linking up in the middle. Tony to Gomez, and like always, we like to wait for the run of Ivan Tony, and we do it again. Makes his way through, one-on-one, dinks the keeper, but it's off the bar, and Birmingham can clear. I know a lot of the time when you see the defence, it's because they messed up, but I thought I'd leave this in because of my good friend Ryan. If he gets through it, he's one-on-one, but not for Ryan. It's a world-class tackle, and we can stop them in the tracks. And that's how that one finished. A very back-and-forth game. We were just more critical than them in the final third. A good win for us, and we move on to the last game of these highlights against QPR. Very tight game this one, nothing to really show off. Godden there, shot from distance, just wide of the post. Godden puts the pressure on the defence and wins the ball back. Madison plays it through to Barrow, bundles his way through him, makes his way towards goal, opens the body up and bends one into the top corner. When I say top corner, I mean top corner. Well, if this isn't one of the best counter-attacks you've ever seen, you can tickle my balls and call me Shirley. Carnu there. Over to Barrow. Barrow plays it through to Godden. Godden spots the run of Madison, and he is away. He's got the pace on his man. Heavy touch. Dinks the keeper, but for the second game in a row, we hit the fucking bar. Good play by QPR on the wing. Baptiste into Freeman. Freeman, he is offside there, Smith, but Christian was not to know, and if he was onside, it's a fantastic save. So yeah, like I did say at the start of this game, nothing really to write home about. He's a late chance for them, which Christian catches like a cat. And that was actually the last kick of this game. Like I said, very little to show in this game, very tight. But in the end, it was a 1-0 for us. And that is the end of these highlights. Right, so the highlights there, not too bad. We started off with a draw. I was really annoyed at that draw. I probably would have left the stats in because I know I did record the stats. Because there was just no need for that first draw against Walsall. There was just no need for it. We were all over them. And then a smashing against Blackburn and Birmingham, and the QPR they held on. They did hold on to QPR. I was very shocked at how resilient they were at the back, to be honest. But we're still top of the league, still undefeated this season, which is quite a shock. I didn't expect us to be without a loss this far into the season. So we've got Nottingham Forest. That's how we're going to finish today's episode off. Sorry, just to see if Jason Cummins is getting game time there. I don't actually know whether he's still at Nottingham Forest. He might have left. No, he's there. He's not played a single game this season, so that's sad. So let's get into the game against Nottingham Forest. Starting lineup is as you'd expect. And we'll look at the Nottingham Forest starting lineup in the game just to see if they've given Jason Cummins a match. They won't have, but I really hope they do. What a glorious day. Forest Park Stadium. Is that no, this isn't their own stadium, is it? It can't be. It can't be their own stadium. Nottingham Forest, he's not playing, he's on the bench. Ridiculous. I think he's the only one that I know. Lolly, I think I know. I think... Is he at a Premier League club and he's on loan? The Claudio Jakub there, I think I just saw in the starting lineup. Jesus Christ, I'm surprised he's still going. And like I said, you've seen our lineup pretty much as you'd expect. Tony up top, trying to continue his goals this season. I think he's got 8 in the league alone. So he's firing on all cylinders, and let's see if he can fire in this match. Let's do it, boys. I've noticed something in the Championship. The teams seem to have a lot of possession, but they don't really... I mean, he's tripped me up there. The team, like I was saying, the team seems to have a lot of possession in this league, but they don't really do anything with the ball. Like, I know for a fact that I'm going to give up a lot of possession, but hardly ever is the keeper really tested. Gomez into Toney! And he scored again. Ivan Toney. That might be his 9th of the season. It might be his 10th. I think it's his 9th, to be honest. As I was saying there, like I said, Nottingham Forest have had more of the ball, but they've hardly done anything with it. Gomez, a lovely dinked ball in right onto the penalty spot. Toney there, good leap up. Wins the challenge with his man there in the air. Like that. He's very small, is Ivan Toney. Well, I say very small, but he's a lot shorter than that defender there. I mean, just look at that. Like, he's like, but he's managed to get up there, win the header, and head it home. For his 9th of the season, he's one off double figures. Hendricks, ball over. There you go, lad. Fight him off, Toney. Fight him off, Toney. Fight him off, Toney. Fight him off, Toney. Back across goal. Saved by Steele. Hands made of steel there. Gomez. Back to Louis Reed. Bangs one from distance. Oh, the way the keeper just stopped and looked at that. I thought that was flying at the top corner there. Oh, fuck me. Wasn't that the fact that the keeper didn't die for that. He's got balls of steel. Oh, I didn't even realise I was going to do that. Oh, wow. Carvalho making his way down the wing. Elliott stands him up. We've got to get to that loose ball. How have we not got to that? They've still got the ball here. There you go. Well done, Dodo. He's not going to keep that in. I know he's quick, but he's not going to keep that in. Woodyard cuts back on his man. Louis Reed turns away. I'm shooting a lot more with Louis Reed because you might have noticed he's been scoring for fun this season. Dodo using his pace. Ball through to Gomez. There's a ball there to Toney on. One touch away from his man. Shoots back across. And Ivan Toney has got his 10th of the season in the league. Gomez and Toney linking up well there. Had to first touch away from the man. Smashes it back across goal into the top right. And there we go. He's into double figures. First player to do so this season in the entire league. Nobody else has done it. He's top scorer. That man right there feels like a new signing, does Angel Gomez. I'm not sure, like last season, if you can remember, he was rarely playing because his stamina was shit. Sorry. His stamina was shit, but in the background I've been training, like, mainly his stamina. So, literally, like, every training drill that can increase your stamina, I've been doing it with Angel Gomez to try and get that up and try and get him playing more games. And he has done this season. He feels like a new signing. Blow your whistle, ref. Blow your whistle, ref. Blow your whistle, ref. Ref, blow your whistle. Ref, blow your whistle. There we go. Why did he wait an extra minute? Good win there, boys. Away at not for areas. Jason Cummins, look at him. He's crying. He knows that. He knows. He should have just forced a move. He should have just forced a move. That was actually quite sad to see Jason Cummins rubbing his eye like that. He's quite clearly upset. He's quite clearly crying. But 2-0, both goals from Ivan Toney give us the win. As Ivan Toney continues his bloody fantastic season. I didn't expect him to be scoring this much this season. Right, so that's the last game I'm going to play today. I actually don't know when I'll return. Maybe Bournemouth, just because, you know, relegated side will be a good test for us. Or maybe I might just keep going until, like, there's a bigger game. But I think right now Bournemouth's where I'm going to aim for. Unless the draw for... Where have I gone? Here, Jesus. I don't know when the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup is, if we get through, but if that's like a big game, I'll come back for that. But right now, we'll come back for Bournemouth, and I think the Carabao Cup should be in here somewhere. I'm not too sure, I can't quite remember from last season. So I'll leave you with the stats. Ivan Toney still top of the top scorers. Being the first player to get 10 goals this season. I'm not sure about assists. Gomez is up there. Look, like I said, Gomez just feels like a new signing. And obviously, we are still top of the league. Still undefeated, which like I said earlier, I'm really shocked about. I didn't expect us to be this deep into the season and still unbeaten at this point. Playoffs is my goal. Any higher, I'll take. I'll bite your hand off, really. I'm going to try and get this series out a bit more often because I enjoy it and, you know, why wouldn't I? But I'm just incredibly lazy. So yeah, that's what I'm going to finish it for today. If you did enjoy the show, like and subscribe. And until next time, have a nice day. My mama calls, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be